Hello, dear friends. As usual, we have joy, anxiety, anger, and disgust here. Today, Tim will be playing a mode called Escape Sadness Barry's Prison Run. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get started.
Oh no! Why did sadness lock us up here, in this colorful yet terribly scary prison? We need to find a way out of here. This place looks deceptively bright, but I feel there are many dangers lurking around. Tim, be careful. Every step could be a trap. Let's combine our efforts and find an exit. Guys, we need your support more than ever. Subscribe, hit the like button, and let's get through this challenge together.
Sadness! How could you lock us in here? This isn't just a prison, it's a nightmare. But know this, I won't go down without a fight. Tim, if anything goes wrong, we'll fight our way out. No one leaves us here.
Ugh, what a horrible place. These rainbow walls look disgusting and are not cheerful at all. Tim, try not to touch anything. Who knows what germs might be here?
Hey, it's Sadness. But why is she chasing us? Maybe she wants to tell us something. Tim, don't stop, but stay alert.
Sadness! If this is another trap, I won't tolerate it. But if she really wants to say something, why doesn't she stop and explain? Tim, keep running, but stay sharp.
Why does she look so strange? And why this chase in the first place? This looks disgusting. Tim, don't let her get too close. Who knows what she's up to?
Phew, I was so worried. It's good that Tim managed to escape, but what do we do now? What other traps might lie ahead? Tim, be very careful.
Guys, I don't know what's waiting for us ahead, but Tim's got everything under control. Look how skillfully and beautifully he's digging. He's doing great.
This is just horrible. Lava everywhere. Tim, be very careful. One wrong step and you could fall. I'm so worried about you. Please be attentive and cautious.
Damn it, why does there have to be lava here? This is just unbearable. Tim, be careful and don't stop. We have to get through this, no matter what.
Ugh, that was simply awful. The lava, the heat, and that unbearable smell. But Tim made it. Let's hope the next challenge is less disgusting.
Wow, guys, look at that huge ball. It looks very dangerous and mesmerizing. Tim needs to be careful here.
Oh, this is really scary. If Tim doesn't get away in time, that huge ball could cause him serious harm. We need to hope that he is fast and careful enough to avoid this.
Come on, Tim, you're almost there. Just a little bit more and you've got this. I believe in you.
Yes, Tim made it, but this prison is just awful. I can't wait to finally leave this disgusting place.
Guys, I suggest we take a little break and listen to a few interesting stories while Tim is escaping from the prison. Haven't liked and subscribed yet? I'll give you 5 seconds to do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If you missed it, I'm giving you another 5 seconds, and let's get started. When we became emotions in Nina's head, we immediately noticed that she was very withdrawn and reluctant to interact with other children. Nina often sat alone during lessons and breaks, and she found it hard to make friends. It was sad to see her joyful moments go unnoticed by those around her. I dreamed that she could open up and share her inner happiness with others. I knew I could help her if I tried harder to show how fun and interesting interaction can be.
However, I was in constant anxiety. I understood that Nina experienced a lot of fear when it came to socializing. Every time she needed to talk to someone or take part in a group task, her heart would start racing and she would become even more withdrawn. I worried that her fears were preventing her from opening up and building relationships. We needed to find a way to help her overcome these anxious feelings so she could feel more confident in social interactions.
I was frustrated when I saw that other kids didn't always understand Nina and sometimes judged her for being unsocial. It was unfair and wrong. I was angry that she had to feel lonely because of this issue and how sometimes others could hurt her. I knew something needed to be done to change the situation, and my anger turned into determination to help Nina improve her life.
At first, I felt disgusted seeing Nina isolate herself from others, with her fears and indecision worsening. It seemed like she was living in her own world, completely cut off from social life. I felt that these internal barriers were preventing her from enjoying social interactions. Therefore, we needed to help her overcome this sense of disgust towards interacting with others.
Initially, we decided to create small but joyful moments for Nina to help her feel more confident. We encouraged her to try participating in simple and enjoyable activities like games with friends or club activities. I used every opportunity to show Nina how communication could bring joy and satisfaction. Gradually, she started becoming more open to interactions and realized that socializing could be fun and pleasant.
I helped Nina manage her anxiety when she faced new situations. I tried to support her by reminding her that many of her fears weren't as terrifying as she imagined. We discussed her fears together, and I helped her gradually step out of her comfort zone, taking small steps.
From time to time, I felt anger towards those who didn't try to understand Nina or made her feel even more uncomfortable. But this anger helped me be more determined in supporting Nina. We worked on building her confidence so she could stand up to injustice and not let it hinder her development.
I learned to control my disgust and turn it into positive energy. We looked for ways to make Nina more open and receptive to interaction by creating comfortable and friendly situations. Gradually, Nina began to pay less attention to her sense of disgust towards socializing and started enjoying communication.
And then, after some time, Nina became significantly more sociable. She started making new friends, participating in group activities, and enjoying interactions with other children. I saw her face light up with happiness when she socialized and made friends. It was a moment we all had been waiting for, and I was incredibly happy to see Nina opening up and starting to enjoy socializing.
My anxiety gradually decreased as I saw Nina handling new situations. I was proud that her fears weren't stopping her and that she was finding joy in socializing. I knew she would continue to grow and develop.
I was satisfied that I was able to help Nina become more confident and sociable. My anger towards those who might have hurt her was now replaced by pride in her achievements. Nina was ready to face challenges, and we all made that possible together.
My disgust towards Nina's isolation and social rejection was now replaced by satisfaction. I was glad that Nina was able to overcome her internal barriers and find her place in the world.
Well, did you like it? If so, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll share another story with you. Today we're all feeling a tremendous amount of excitement and joy. Our boy Tim has received an invitation to an amazing magical city that exists only in ancient fairy tales. We, his emotions, are ready to embark on this thrilling journey with him. Just imagine how many wonderful moments await us. Getting into this city is no easy feat, and Tim and I will have to face many exciting challenges. I can already see his face lighting up with happiness, and this is just the beginning.
But I can't help but worry. A journey to a magical city is always filled with surprises, and not all of them might be pleasant. We don't know what awaits us around every corner. There might be complex puzzles, dangerous situations, or magical creatures that could become obstacles. I'm afraid Tim might face challenges that could be too difficult for him. We need to be prepared for any outcome and help him deal with possible troubles.
I also feel a surge of anger, especially when I think about the potential difficulties. If anyone or anything tries to obstruct our journey, whether it's evil wizards or cunning traps, I'm ready to channel my anger and protect Tim. I won't tolerate anything standing in our way to reach our goal. We must stay strong and determined despite any obstacles that may come our way.
I can't ignore that this magical city isn't always perfect. While it seems enchanting, there might be strange or unpleasant things hidden within it. We could encounter magical creatures that are disgusting or dangerous. Labyrinths filled with webs or mysterious beings with unpleasant appearances might invoke my disgust. We need to be prepared to handle such unpleasantness and not let it distract us from our goal.
Despite all the concerns and worries, we're moving forward with great pleasure. Every new step reveals more wonders and amazing places. We meet friendly creatures, participate in magical games, and enjoy the beauty of the magical city. Seeing Tim open up and smile makes this entire journey especially meaningful and joyful.
I continue to be on guard, but I notice that my anxiety is gradually fading as we tackle the challenges. Tim is becoming more confident, and I'm starting to believe that we can handle any difficulties. We find solutions and deal with problems that arise along the way. This reduces my worries and helps me focus on supporting Tim further.
My anger hasn't disappeared, but now it's directed at protecting Tim from any potential threat. When we encounter difficulties or unpleasant situations, I remain resolute and ready to tackle any obstacle. In the end, our determination and bravery will help us overcome everything we encounter on our path.
In the end, our journey to the magical city becomes a true adventure. We manage to overcome all the challenges, enjoy the beauty, and learn many new things. Tim returns home full of impressions and happiness, and we, his emotions, are proud to have been part of this amazing journey. We've learned to handle our emotions and support each other in any situation, making our experience even more valuable and joyful.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.
Hello, everyone! It's me, Joy, along with my friends Anxiety, Anger, and Disgust. Today, our boy Tim is going to take on the exciting mode called Disgust Barry's Prison Run. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that Tim can get out of here safely.
What? Disgust! Why did you lock us up in this prison? Why did you lock Tim up? This could be really dangerous.
What? Disgust? Are you kidding me? This is your doing? I'm furious. Why would you do this?
Guys, believe me, I really have nothing to do with this. Maybe it's just a poor imitation of me. I would never do something so disgusting to Tim.
Guys, let's not fight. We're a team, we should stay positive. Besides, look around, it's actually quite fascinating and interesting in here
And very dangerous. Every room here feels like a nightmare to me.
Oh, wow, look! Do you see that figure up ahead? It looks just like disgust. How is that even possible? This is infuriating. I'm boiling with anger. How dare they?
We need to find a way out of here. Hey, look over there. Ventilation. If we can reach it, we might be able to escape.
Ugh! Why is it always ventilation? It's so dirty and cramped. But fine, if this is our only way out, we'll have to crawl through it. But I'm protesting.
We're almost there. Just a little more and we'll be saved. It's so exciting, like being in a real movie. We'll make it and everything will be all right.
We did it! We escaped! Now he can't get us, but we need to keep moving to find the exit and finally put this nightmare behind us.
Oh, it stinks so badly here. It's really disgusting. I can't wait until we finally get to fresh air. I hope this path leads to something less revolting.
We're heading down. Tim, are you sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry, Anxiety. Tim always has everything under control. Just a little more and we'll be free. I'm confident about that.
Wow, where are we? What is this dungeon? Everything looks so bright and big. It feels strange.
And it also smells really bad. Oh God, when will we get out of this horrible prison? Subscribers, help us out! Please like and subscribe to our channel. It will give Tim the motivation to keep going if he sees that hundreds of people are rooting for him.
Oh no! This bridge is very dangerous. I'm really worried about our boy Tim. Please be careful, Tim. We always end up in risky situations.
The bridge is crossed. Everything's fine, Anxiety. No need to panic. Tim will handle it.
So here's another challenge ahead. It looks easy, but we need to be extremely careful. Oh no, what's that huge ball? It could crush us.
Tim, run faster. This is very dangerous. Don't get hit by the ball, please. Wait a minute. What are those on the walls? Are they memories? But where did they come from? What are they doing here?
Guys, I'm starting to get confused. The control panel at the beginning, the memories, the bright objects. Where are we even? Maybe Tim ended up in someone's head. Perhaps somewhere in a memory warehouse?
I don't know, but I'm really scared. A copy of Disgust is chasing us again. How many of them are there, and why does it look so much like our friend?
I'm about to erupt lava, I swear. I'm so angry. This is happening again. This place is full of mysteries we still can't solve.
Phew, it looks like we've escaped. She was so disgusting. I'm glad Tim got away from her. She looked terrible and smelled even worse. I hope we don't run into her again.
Guys, let's run up the stairs. See, everything's fine. We're safe for now. No need to panic or be scared.
How about we share a few interesting stories with our viewers while Tim finds his way out?
I think that's a great idea. It will help us distract ourselves from this nightmare and feel less scared. Everyone, give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to hear some stories from us.
Well, I think our viewers have already liked and subscribed. Tim was always looking for adventure, and here he found himself in an abandoned castle full of mysteries and secrets. He was thrilled to discover such a place, and each new discovery brought him more joy. Exploring the ancient corridors and investigating old objects was a real pleasure for him. I was happy with him, seeing his enthusiasm and excitement.
But with each step, I became more and more nervous. The castle was dark and abandoned, and the silence around us only intensified my fears. Every creak and rustle made me anxious, and I worried that Tim might run into something dangerous. My concerns grew as he explored dark corners and labyrinthine hallways. I was worried for his safety and was on the verge of panic.
When strange things started happening in the castle, I couldn't stay calm. Doors creaked, and sometimes it felt like someone was watching us. This was outrageous. Why did the old castle have to be so mystical and frightening? I was ready to fight these mysterious forces to protect him and ensure his safety. I couldn't stand by and watch the castle scare him.
Some parts of the castle were just disgusting. We encountered decaying furniture, moldy walls, and dust that was almost visible. The smell of mustiness and decay was terrible. These places were so dirty and unpleasant that I felt uncomfortable. The castle was not only scary but also extremely unpleasant to the senses.
Despite all the difficulties and fears, Tim continued to enjoy the adventure. He found an old diary that told the story of the castle's past and its inhabitants. This was a real treasure. Tim was thrilled with his discoveries and proud that he could uncover part of the history of this mysterious place. His joy and satisfaction were contagious, and even in the spooky atmosphere, he continued to find positive moments.
As events became more strange, I was on the verge of panic. Instead of the usual silence of the castle, we began to hear eerie sounds and creaks, and in some places, the air felt heavy and oppressive. I worried about Tim's safety and wanted him to get out of this scary place as soon as possible.
I was infuriated when Tim encountered the most frightening parts of the castle, full of creepy frescoes and symbols. Why did the old place have to be so horrible and uncomfortable? I was outraged that the castle was trying to scare Tim and disrupt his adventure. This was unfair and unacceptable. I wanted Tim to leave all these scary things behind and find a safe place.
When Tim finally got out of the darkest corners of the castle, I felt relieved. The castle was not only scary, but also an extremely unpleasant place. I was glad that all of this was behind us and hoped Tim would never encounter anything like it again.
Despite all the difficulties, Tim was thrilled with his discoveries and adventures. He was proud that he had overcome his fears and explored the abandoned castle. Coming home brought relief and joy. Tim told his friends about his impressions, and his eyes once again sparkled with happiness. This adventure became a unique and unforgettable experience for him. We were all glad that, despite all the fears and discomforts, he found joy and satisfaction in this unusual journey.
So guys, did you enjoy it? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really motivates us to take on new challenges.
The next story is about how we were emotions in the mind of an evil scientist. When we found ourselves in Dr. Green's mind, an evil scientist, I was consumed with righteous anger. He used his intellect to create things that could harm others. It infuriated me. How can one waste their talents on destruction when they could be creating something useful? I decided our task was to channel his energy into a more constructive direction.
We started by trying to spark an interest in him for things that could bring joy and benefit. Instead of dark experiments, we aimed to inspire him to focus on something positive. At one point, he even became interested in creating devices that could improve people's lives. That was a huge step forward. Every time he did something kind or useful, we rejoiced with him, and his mood gradually improved.
Of course, I was constantly worried that he might revert to his old habits. His dark thoughts and plans still occasionally surfaced, and I was anxious that he might become evil again. Whenever he delved into his grim schemes, I tried to redirect his attention to something brighter and more positive. It felt like we were walking on thin ice, and any misstep could ruin everything.
I was particularly disturbed by his experiments, which were often unethical and dangerous. I felt revulsion towards how he treated his subjects and the experiments themselves. We began pushing him to reconsider his methods and think about the consequences of his actions. Gradually, he started to understand that he could be beneficial rather than harmful. His approach to his work became more responsible and ethical.
Over time, we saw Dr. Green begin to change. He became more open, started participating in community projects, and helped other scientists. His work ceased to be dark and threatening. Instead, he focused on creating inventions that could improve people's lives and help the environment. This path was not easy, but eventually, he became a kind and respected scientist. We were thrilled to help him see the brighter side and find the strength for change.
Sometimes he still experienced bursts of anger, but now they were directed at fighting injustice and improving the world. He used his passion and energy to do good rather than evil. we saw him becoming happier and more satisfied with his work and life overall. It was a true miracle to see him transform from an evil scientist into a kind and caring person.
Hooray! Tim defeated the final boss and we finally escaped from the prison. We are free!
Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.
Hello, everyone. It's me, your favorite Joy. Today, our boy Tim is going to face a very scary and dangerous challenge called Sir Scary's Mansion. Like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can get through this challenge together.
Hello, everyone. I'm already very scared. I'm really afraid of this man and his mansion. Oh no, he's chasing us. This is very alarming. Tim must run as fast as he can.
I'm about to explode like a volcano. Damn it! Why does this man think he can chase us? Tim, if you stop, we'll take him down in a second.
Do you hear those sounds? Tim, don't even think about getting close to him. It's dangerous and really disgusting. This man is so gross, he must not have showered in ages. He's a stinker.
All right, we're safe here. He can't reach us. Tim is in the ventilation. We need to keep moving.
I don't even know what to be afraid of anymore. I hope it only gets better from here.
Whoa, look at those huge, sharp red spikes. If Tim falls... No, Tim won't fall. Tim never falls. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments.
This room is so cold and smells terrible. Can we hurry up and get past these spikes? It should get easier after this, right?
Disgust? I don't think it will get easier, but Tim can handle it. Oh no, are those axes? Well, at least it's not lava or that old smelly man.
These axes are so sharp and big. Tim, please be careful and make it to the end. You're almost there.
The axes are behind us. Tim, you did great. Those huge axes are really dangerous. Even small axes can be dangerous too. I remember a forester once injured himself with a small axe. It looked harmless, but the forester was in a lot of pain afterward.
Anger. Don't talk about that. It's making me feel disgusted. Ugh, it's awful. How can you even talk about something like that?
Guys, maybe this staircase leads us to the exit. Look. Oh no, it's not the exit. These propellers are huge, almost like a helicopter's, just a bit smaller. Tim, maybe the exit is waiting for us behind them?
What a dangerous descent, Tim. Slow down, we might crash. Be careful.
Anxiety, it's okay, don't worry. Ahead, traps. I'm sure someone has already been caught in them, but we won't fall into them that easily, right, Tim? This challenge is within our power, darn it. I'll crush anyone who stands in our way.
It smells terrible up ahead. What is that in front?
There's a chasm below us, but it's okay, right, guys? Anyway, let's stay calm and not panic.
A chasm? Not panic? I'm about to cry from fear. This is so scary. Oh my God, where have we ended up? I'm so worried about our boy Tim. I just want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Tim did great. He turned off both valves, stopped the gas leak, and now we can move forward. No one fell, and you were also worried.
Guys, this is a great time to share some fascinating stories with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's dive into the stories.
It's time to share an incredible story about how we helped a robber turn his life around. It all started when we found ourselves inside the mind of a man named Victor. He was a robber, and his life was filled with mistakes and bad deeds. Despite this, we knew that deep down, Victor was a good person.
I felt a great deal of anxiety when we learned who Victor was. He often found himself in trouble, and his life was full of fear and tension. I worried for him because I knew that this path would lead nowhere good.
When I realized that Victor was involved in robberies, I felt anger. Robbery is unfair, and I wanted Victor to understand that he couldn't treat others this way. I knew we had to help him see the consequences of his actions.
It was unpleasant to be in the mind of someone who did such things. Robbery and deceit are very repulsive acts. I wanted Victor to realize that such actions not only hurt others, but also harmed him.
We decided that we needed to help Victor find a better path. Instead of judging him, we tried to guide him towards the right way. We started showing him what his life could look like if he changed. We suggested to him that there were many ways to earn an honest living and feel true joy.
I was still worried that Victor might not be able to change his life, but we decided to support him. We encouraged him to think that he could start fresh if he wanted to. We also helped him find resources and people who could assist him.
I used my energy to help Victor understand how destructive his actions were. We reminded him of the people he had hurt and the consequences his actions could have. I wanted him to feel responsible for his actions.
We also helped Victor realize how distasteful his previous lifestyle was. We showed him that he could change his life and stop feeling bad about his actions. This was important for him to start respecting himself and others.
Gradually, Victor began to change. He found a job and started helping other people in difficult situations. We saw how his life was filling with joy and meaning. He was no longer the robber he once was. Now he tried to do good and help those around him.
I felt immense relief when I saw that Victor had found a new path. I no longer feared for his future because he had chosen the right way. Now his life was safer and more peaceful.
I was pleased to see that Victor had recognized his mistakes and decided to change his life. He became more responsible and considerate of others. This was something to be respected.
I was also happy with the changes. Victor stopped doing things that made him and others feel disgusted. Now he lived honestly and with respect for himself and those around him.
Now Victor lives a happy and honest life. We are proud that we could help him find the right path. This shows that even the toughest situations can change if a person is willing to change their life. Along with anxiety, anger, and disgust, we realized that everyone deserves a chance at a better future.
Did you enjoy the story? Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your thoughts about our adventures in the comments.
One day, something incredible happened to Tim. It all started when he was walking in the park, and suddenly, a bright spaceship landed in front of him. Out came aliens who handed Tim a suitcase, promising that its contents would grant all his wishes on Earth. I was thrilled. This was a real miracle.
When the aliens gave Tim the suitcase, I immediately started worrying. A suitcase that grants all wishes sounded too good to be true. What if it was a trick or had hidden consequences? I was concerned for Tim's safety.
I felt suspicious right away. Who were these aliens? And why were they giving Tim a suitcase with such power for free? I was angry at them for putting Tim in a situation with so many unknowns.
I was skeptical of the whole situation. Aliens and a magical suitcase? It sounded dirty and questionable. I thought there might be something unpleasant going on, and I didn't like it.
Despite our doubts, Tim was full of curiosity. He opened the suitcase and found a strange crystal inside. The aliens explained that all he had to do was make a wish, and it would come true. We all started thinking about what to wish for first.
I suggested that Tim should first wish for something small to test how it works and if it's safe. Maybe wish for his favorite food or a small gift. I was very worried that something might go wrong.
I agreed with anxiety. Safety first. I didn't want Tim to wish for something grandiose right away and face unforeseen consequences. I suggested wishing for something simple but useful, like extra time to do homework.
I thought that if this really worked, we could use it for something useful and enjoyable, but not too risky. I didn't want Tim to wish for something too ambitious that could spiral out of control.
Tim decided to wish for his favorite pizza for dinner. And guess what? The pizza appeared right in front of him. It was amazing. We were all excited, but we understood that with such power, we needed to be cautious.
I was still worried. What if there was a price to pay for each wish? Or something might go wrong? We decided to use the suitcase only in extreme cases and not to abuse its power.
We agreed that it was best to use the wishes for something truly important and necessary. I insisted that Tim make his wishes thoughtfully and responsibly.
I still didn't like the idea of using the suitcase without being fully sure of its safety. Careful and observant of any consequences.
So, Tim and we, his emotions, decided to use the suitcase wisely and responsibly. We knew that magic needed to be used with intelligence and caution. This suitcase became a reminder of the importance of being mindful of our wishes and actions.
How did you like our stories? I hope you enjoyed them. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks to your support, Tim is almost at the end. Thank you, subscribers.
Yes, your support means so much to us. Over 90% of people watching our videos aren't subscribed. Let's change that, shall we?
What a disgusting water. It's green and looks dangerous. How can anyone swim in that? We need to stay on guard and get out of here as quickly as possible.
Oh, this really looks creepy. Green water might mean there are lots of algae or some chemical substances. We need to be extremely cautious to avoid getting hurt. Tim, look for a way to get out of this place quickly.
And we've reached the end. Thanks everyone for watching. Good luck and bye for now. Hello everyone, dear friends. Today we will be playing Escape Evil Inside Out 2 Prison.
Guys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that Tim can make it to the end.
Look at this. It's our control panel. What's it doing here?
I don't know, but it smells terrible here. Is that fish? Canned food? Whatever it is, it's disgusting.
All right, let's go. I think it's a great idea to escape through the ventilation above. Guys, let's give it a try.
Oh no, it's really cramped in the ventilation. What was written on the wall? Did you see it?
No, Anxiety, I didn't see it. Maybe our viewers did. Guys, please write in the comments what was written on that wall. We're moving on. It's high up here, but we'll manage.
Oh no, it's really high up. Just look at those spikes down there. If our boy Tim falls, I'm about to cry from fear. I'm so worried for Tim.
Anxiety, calm down. See, everything's fine. We're not going to fall onto the spikes. Tim is okay. But where are we? And why does it smell so bad here?
Hey, who's that? Yeah, disgust. I'm starting to smell it too. Oh no, she looks a lot like our Joy. How dare she chase us?
We need to run faster. Guys, I don't know who that is or why her face looks like mine and why she's chasing Tim. There's no time to figure it out. We just have to run.
That creature is terrifying. Did you see how it looks? It's farting and chasing people. I'm really scared. Tim, please, let's go faster.
Phew, that was close. That was dangerous. I hope it gets safer and less disgusting from here. We need to find out who that was and why she looks so much like Joy.
Guys, I really don't know who that is. Maybe it's some kind of evil copy of me that wants to destroy us.
Destroy us? I'll destroy anyone who dares to touch Tim. Let's keep moving forward. No looking back.
This pit looks pretty suspicious. By the way, when did Tim get so good at digging so quickly?
Tim is smart and strong. He can handle these challenges easily. But where are we now? This place looks really unpleasant and disgusting. Tim, you need to find a way out of here quickly.
The exit is near. I can feel it. We just need to stay vigilant and avoid falling. It's simple, and I doubt anything will happen to us even if we do fall. Let's keep moving forward.
Joy, that's lava. It's dangerous. We need to be very careful.
What is this room? Everything looks so unusual and mysterious. I love puzzles and adventures, and this looks like a real challenge.
That guy clearly isn't happy about our visit. Why is he chasing us? We're just trying to find a way out, and he's acting like we've invaded his territory. We need to be careful and find a way to get rid of him before it's too late.
Ah, what a disgusting smell. It's as if the entire castle is soaked in filth and foul substances. I can't believe we ended up here. And that man, his appearance and odor are just horrifying.
Don't worry, it's all part of the adventure. We'll get through this. Let's see what's behind the next doors. Everything will be fine if we stick together and act as a team.
Congratulations. We escaped the castle, Tim. You did a great job. I hope we won't have to worry so much about our boy in the future. Keep up the good work.
Friends, let's share a couple of interesting stories with our viewers while Tim is going through these challenges. Please like and subscribe, and let's get started.
Once we went on a quest to find a lost treasure. The legend said that the treasure was hidden in ancient ruins, and only the bravest could find it. We decided to take on this challenge and start our adventure.
I felt the tension and worry because we didn't know what lay ahead. The ruins were filled with traps and puzzles. I was concerned that we might get lost or run into trouble.
I was outraged when I saw that some traps were especially devious and dangerous. I knew we had to be cautious to avoid falling into a trap and becoming victims of this treacherous treasure.
Inside the ruins, there was a lot of dirt and unpleasant smells. I didn't like being in such conditions, but I knew we had to continue our adventure despite the discomfort.
Finally, we found the key to the last puzzle, and it led us to a hidden room where the treasure was concealed. We were thrilled to have found it and overcome all the obstacles.
I felt relief when we found the treasure, but I was also wary. What if someone found out about our success and tried to take it from us?
I was glad that we managed to keep the treasure safe. We deserved this success despite all the difficulties and dangers.
Even though the treasure was found, I was still not pleased with all the dirt and troubles we had to endure. The main thing is that we completed the task.
We returned home with the treasure and were proud of ourselves. It was an incredible adventure, and we were all happy that we were able to complete it together. This is a story about how, along with anger, anxiety, and disgust, we were the emotions of Alex, a famous stuntman. Alex was performing in Hollywood, and his stunts were true artistry. When everything went smoothly, we celebrated his successes and supported him as he took the stage. Each stunt was a true celebration for us, and Alex always looked happy and confident.
On the day when everything went wrong, I was especially tense. Alex was preparing for a complex stunt that seemed too risky. I was worried that something might go wrong, and unfortunately, my fears came true. Alex suffered a serious injury. I was horrified and anxious about how this could affect his career and health.
When I learned about Alex's injury, I was furious. It was unfair that he ended up in such a situation. How could the organizers or the team not account for all the risks? I was scathing and angry at everyone who could be responsible for what happened. It was unacceptable, and I felt that Alex did not deserve such treatment.
It was unpleasant to see what happened to Alex. The injury was horrifying and disgusting, and it was hard for me to watch him suffer. I felt that the whole situation was the result of negligence and disregard for safety. It all caused me a sense of disgust.
Despite the heavy ordeal, we, as Alex's emotions, decided to support him during this difficult time. We knew he would not give up and would continue to fight. Alex was determined to recover and return to his work. We tried to boost his spirit and remind him that he was strong and capable of overcoming difficulties.
I was still worried, but saw that Alex was taking steps for his recovery. He was undergoing rehabilitation, working with doctors, and continuing to believe in the best. I was concerned about his health, but saw that he was doing everything possible for his recovery.
I was glad that Alex did not break down and continued to fight despite everything that happened. I was angry that he had to go through this, but proud of how he reacted to the tough situations. We continued to support him in his fight for recovery and safety.
Although I was still dissatisfied with what had happened, I saw how Alex turned his pain into motivation. He did not let negativity defeat him, and that was commendable. I hope that such situations would not recur, and that safety on set would be improved.
Alex managed to overcome his injury and return to his career, but now he was even more attentive to safety issues. His resilience and courage inspired us all. We were proud that we could support him during this difficult time. This story reminded us of the importance of being there for those we care about and finding light in the darkest moments of life.
Did you enjoy it? If so, give us a like and subscribe, and we won't stop. Let's keep going. Also, feel free to leave your opinions in the comments. Your support means a lot to us.
We, along with anger, anxiety, and disgust, were Tim's emotions when he participated in a football tournament. It was an exciting time, full of anticipation and hope. We were all thrilled when Tim and his team made it to the finals. It was the moment we had been eagerly awaiting.
On the day of the tournament, I was filled with anxiety. It was the final match, and the whole team was under immense pressure. I worried that Tim and his friends might make mistakes or face difficulties. We wanted everything to go perfectly, but were anxious about every detail, from the condition of the field to the team's preparation.
I was determined. When the match started, I was ready for any challenges. I felt anger when I saw the opponents playing aggressively and using dirty tricks. I wanted Tim and his team to not fall for the provocations and to keep fighting until the end. We had to show that we could overcome any obstacles.
I was skeptical and felt disgusted at moments when the game became tense. There were instances when the referees made questionable decisions and the opposing players didn't always play fairly. It was unpleasant and made me uncomfortable. I feared that this might affect the outcome of the game.
Despite all our worries, Tim and his team played incredibly. They fought for every ball, and their perseverance and teamwork impressed everyone. And then, at the very end of the match, when the score was almost tied, Tim scored the decisive goal. It was an amazing sight, and all the spectators and we, his emotions, were on cloud nine with happiness.
I was filled with relief and joy when Tim and his team won. All the tension and fear I felt disappeared when we saw them celebrating their victory. I was proud that all their efforts and training had yielded such wonderful results.
I was incredibly proud of Tim and his team for not giving in to provocations and fighting until the end. The victory was well-deserved, and I was glad that we managed to prove our strength and endurance. Everything was great, and we got what we deserved.
Although I didn't like some of the unpleasant moments in the game, I couldn't help but be happy for Tim and his team. They overcame difficulties and achieved success. The victory was well earned, and it showed that despite all the challenges, they managed to overcome every obstacle.
So Tim and his team won the football tournament, and it was an incredible victory. We were all thrilled to see them enjoying their success and celebrating their well-deserved win. This story showed that hard work, support from friends, and loyalty to one's team can lead to amazing results. We are proud of Tim and his team and happy to have been part of this wonderful moment.
Thank you for joining us and following our adventures. We hope you enjoyed our stories and had a great time watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our new videos. Bye for now.
Hello, everyone. I am Joy, and we have entered a very scary mode that our subscribers recommended. We are in a pizzeria, but it seems to me that no pizza was ever made here. It's very creepy. All the tables and chairs are overturned.
Oh no, where have we ended up? Joy, what is this? It's very bad and scary here. Subscribe and like so we can get out of here.
We will crush this Papa Pizza. Lava is about to come out of me, and his pizzeria will completely burn down. Damn it! Why is this elevator taking so long? I'm going to open these doors right now.
My God, what are these saws? Why are there saws in a pizzeria? Are we really going to be okay? Will we get out of here?
Ew! What kind of disgusting stuff is coming out of these rusty pipes? I hope this is food? Subscribers, can you leave your opinion in the comments? Is this food or something else? It smells terrible. We need to get out of here quickly.
What cute traps! We won't get caught in them, right? Why is he jumping? I'm really scared for our boy Tim.
Traps! Tim passed them without looking. But what next? Where the heck is the light? I'm about to burst into flames. Who turned off the light?
Oh no! Someone is chasing us! We need to run! Faster! He must escape from this scary man! Come on, Tim!
Phew. Okay, it seems we got away, but anxiety. Why do you think that chef wanted something bad? Maybe he wanted to treat us to something. What do you think?
Treat us? Maybe with stinky socks. Ew, that's really gross and awful. Tim did the right thing by running away, but now we're in some kind of sewer. Ew, it smells horrible here. Probably where all the stinkies from the whole town live.
This pipe is very small. I hope Tim doesn't fall right into that lava. He needs to carefully and slowly make his way to the end, and then maybe we can get out of here.
Enough already! Why are we still here? I'm gonna smash everything around me right now if this ladder isn't the way out. Oh my God! What are hell? Joy, what are we doing in the bathroom? Ah!
Anger? Calm down. Everything is fine. Tim will leave this room soon and everything will be okay. Don't be angry. It's just a small room.
What's happening here? Cobwebs? We're scared of spiders. They're big, scary, and gross. Look, they're everywhere. One on the wall, another really close. I hope Tim handles this challenge. Just don't look at spiders.
Oh man, what a grossness. Oh no, where are we now? Where did we stumble into? It's cold and there are rats running around. Maybe we'll meet some ninja turtles.
I want to tell you a story about how, a few years ago, my friend Anxiety and I were the emotions of a scientist. It was an exciting time, full of unexpected twists. Our scientist was known for his anger and gloominess. His name was Dr. Grimm. He was brilliant, but his heart was filled with anger and distrust towards the world.
I admit I was always afraid of Dr. Grimm. He could be scary, especially when his experiments didn't go as planned. Every morning I woke up with a sense of unease about what the day would bring. But one day, everything changed. We realized we had to help Dr. Grimm become a better person.
I always believed that there is goodness in every person, and Dr. Grimm was no exception. Our plan began with small changes. I tried to evoke bright childhood memories in him, times when he was happy and carefree. At first, it wasn't easy. Dr. Grimm resisted, pushing away the happy thoughts. But over time, I began to notice small changes in his behavior.
My role in this process was important too. I helped Dr. Grimm become aware of his fears and anxieties. He was afraid that his work would be misunderstood and rejected. We started working on helping him learn to accept his emotions and not let them control him. It was a long journey, full of setbacks and doubts, but gradually, Dr. Grimm began to open up.
One day, when Dr. Grimm was working on a new invention, he suddenly laughed. It was a miracle! We knew he was on the path to change. His anger started to dissipate, and instead, a spark of hope and curiosity appeared. He became more kind and attentive to the people around him.
Every day, I saw Dr. Grimm becoming calmer and more confident in himself. He began to share his ideas with colleagues, seeking their opinions and advice. His inventions started to benefit people, and he saw that his work could bring joy and help others.
And so, after a few years, we saw a true transformation. Dr. Grimm became a kind and responsive person. He was no longer immersed in anger and hatred. We managed to help him see the world from a different perspective, and this became our greatest achievement.
Now, when I look at Dr. Grimm, I no longer feel fear. Instead, I feel pride that we were able to help him change his life. It was a difficult but incredibly important mission.
And so our story ended. We proved that even in the darkest heart, light can be found. The main thing is to believe and never give up.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And now let's move on to the next story. Usually, I'm involved in the most tense and conflict-ridden situations. But this time, it was different. A few years ago, we were helping our boy, Tim. At school, he liked a girl named Lena, and he didn't know how to get her attention. Yeah, it sounds strange that anger, was involved in this. But trust me, it was an incredible story.
Oh, Tim was so indecisive and clumsy when it came to Lena. He needed help not only with his emotions, but also with his hygiene and style. Tim often looked unkempt, and that could scare Lena away. I immediately knew I had to step in to guide him in the right direction.
At first, Tim was just angry at himself. He was mad that he couldn't muster the courage to approach Lena. He often grumbled and lashed out at his friends. I helped him channel that anger on the sports field. Tim and I ran, played soccer, and engaged in various active sports. This helped him deal with the tension and become more confident.
My task was a bit different. I helped Tim understand that he needed to take care of his appearance. We started small. I taught him to shower regularly, keep his clothes clean, and use deodorant. It was important for him to look well-groomed. Then we worked on his style. Tim began wearing more stylish and neat clothes that suited him and highlighted his individuality.
Once Tim became more confident, we started working on his communication skills. I taught him to stand up for himself and speak clearly and confidently. We practiced different scenarios for talking to Lena so he wouldn't be lost when meeting her. Sometimes I had to direct his anger towards something productive so he could express his emotions with words rather than aggression.
At the same time, I helped him avoid situations that could cause Lena to feel disgusted. We worked on his manners and behavior. Tim learned to listen, be attentive, and caring. I reminded him that the little things matter, like not picking his nose, not chewing with his mouth open, and being polite.
The day came when Tim finally decided to approach Lena. He was a bit nervous, but I directed his energy in a positive way. He approached her with a smile and confidently started a conversation. We all watched this moment, and it was incredibly exciting. Lena smiled back, and they started talking.
Tim did everything right. He was polite, well-groomed, and confident. Lena noticed his changes and began to show interest. Over time, they started spending more time together, getting to know each other better. Anger and I were proud of Tim because he managed to overcome his fears and insecurities.
Guys, do you want another story? Then hit the like button and subscribe. This happened on a sunny day when Tim decided to ride his new scooter. He loved riding it and was in a great mood. Everything was going perfectly until...
He lost his balance and fell. Tim was going too fast, and suddenly the scooter jerked, and he fell right to the ground. I immediately felt Tim's anger towards the scooter, the road, and himself. He screamed in pain and anger.
Oh no, when Tim fell, he hurt his leg badly. He had a big scrape, and it was bleeding. I immediately felt disgusted by the sight of the blood and dirt on his leg. It was hard to look at, but I knew we had to help.
I immediately worried about Tim. What if the wound was serious? What if it got worse? I was scared for him. I suggested that he needed to get help quickly.
But it wasn't all bad. Tim's friends were nearby and they rushed to help him. One of them ran to get an adult, while another brought a first aid kit. Tim was scared and angry, but he realized that his friends were there to help him.
Yes, Tim was still angry, but his anger began to fade when he saw his friends trying to help him. He realized that anger wouldn't help in this situation. Something needed to be done.
The friends carefully cleaned the wound despite my disgust. They used clean water and wipes to remove the dirt and blood. Tim was in pain, but he tried to endure it.
Then an adult arrived and helped Tim. They put a bandage on the wound and reassured Tim, saying everything would be all right. I felt a bit better knowing someone who knew what to do was there.
Once the wound was treated, Tim felt relieved. He thanked his friends for their help and realized how important it was to have such caring friends. Tim smiled, and I felt joy again. Even you can find something good. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Bye-bye. Hello, friends. We're back with you. Today, our boy Tim will be playing a new mode. Escape Joy Inside Out Barry's prison school. It's going to be fun and exciting. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos. Let's go.
Oh no, this is very dangerous. Look at the chasm beneath us. I'm so worried about our boy Tim. How is he going to get across? I hope he will be careful and not make any rash decisions. We need to support him so he doesn't succumb to fear and make a mistake.
How dare they put such a dangerous obstacle in his path? This is outrageous! How is Tim supposed to overcome this with so many dangers around? But I know he is strong and will manage. Let's help him focus and overcome this challenge.
It's so filthy here. This place looks completely abandoned and dangerous. Tim, please be careful and don't touch anything unnecessary. We don't need any more problems.
I'm sure Tim can handle it. He's always been brave and resourceful. This challenge is just another step on his way to victory. Let's support him and believe in his abilities.
Oh no, we're in the ventilation shaft and it's so cramped and scary. This confined space makes me nervous. Tim, please hurry. I can't stay in such a narrow place any longer.
Ugh, this place is a nightmare. How did we even end up here? We need to get out of here quickly. I don't want Tim to get stuck. Who even thought up these ridiculous mazes? They're just making our journey harder.
And it's dusty here too. The ventilation shaft looks like it hasn't been cleaned in years. Tim, be careful not to breathe in all this dirt. We need to get out of here fast before we all get covered in dust.
Don't worry, everyone. Tim always finds a way out. We've overcome so much together, and this will be no different. He'll get through this quickly, and we can continue our adventure. Believe in him, he can do it.
Oh no, a scary teacher is chasing us. This is really frightening. She looks so strict and menacing. Tim, we need to find a way out and escape from her. But Joy, why does she look so much like you? It's strange and unsettling.
I don't understand why she looks so much like me either. Maybe it's just a trick of the light or a coincidence. Don't worry, Tim will handle it. We've faced challenges before and always found a way out. The important thing is to stay calm and keep moving forward.
What on earth are we doing here? Why are we stuck in this awful school? Tim, be careful, but hurry up. We need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Guys, no need to panic. I'm sure Tim will handle this and everything will be okay.
Oh my God, those pears are terrifying. Tim, please be careful. If you hit one, you might fall.
Oh no, not this. Trolls, this is really scary. It's so high up. Tim, please hold on tight.
Guys, I think while Tim is going through these challenges, we can share some interesting stories with our viewers. If you, our viewers, have liked and subscribed, let's see if you can like and subscribe in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If you didn't make it, we're giving you 5 more seconds. And now, let's get to the story.
The day began with tension. Rumors spread through the town about a gang planning to rob the local bank. Our police officer, Jack, was ready for any threat. When we heard about it, I was filled with determination. We couldn't let criminals destroy the peace of our town. I was ready to act, feeling the heat of righteous anger. We all knew Jack had to protect the residents, and we were geared up for the fight.
However, with each new report that came to the station, my anxiety grew. The gang was well organized and armed. I worried that Jack might face dangers he wasn't prepared for. We needed to find a way to warn the residents and prepare for any scenario. My anxiety was a reminder to be cautious and vigilant, keeping possible threats in mind.
When we received precise information about the time and place the gang planned to strike, I felt disgusted by their audacity and lack of principles. These people were willing to harm innocents for their own gain. I was repulsed by their plans and knew Jack had to stop them at any cost. We all believed in his ability to handle the situation, but the feeling of disgust gave me extra motivation.
Then, when the crucial moment arrived, Jack and his team set up an ambush. We watched as the criminals were caught off guard and couldn't contain our joy when the plan worked perfectly. In one moment, tension turned to relief and exhilaration. The criminals were captured and no innocent people were hurt. Jack showed incredible courage and professionalism, and we were proud to be his emotions, supporting him in these moments.
As the criminals were put into the police car, I still felt echoes of anger. But now it was not just anger, but a sense of justice that we all shared. Jack proved that justice exists and that our town is protected from those who wish to disrupt its peace.
My anxiety slowly faded as it became clear the threat had passed. I still worried about the future and potential new dangers, but this incident showed that Jack and his team were capable of much. I knew we had to continue being vigilant and prepared for any challenges.
I felt relieved that the criminals were caught, and the disgust at their actions now remained in the past. They got what they deserved, which restored faith in justice and order. We all took pride in Jack's ability to protect our town.
At the end of the day, when everything had settled, we felt proud and joyful that we were able to help Jack and his team protect the town. This day was an important reminder that we all play a role in maintaining peace and safety. We were grateful that Jack, our brave and selfless police officer, was ready to protect his fellow citizens.
Guys, how did you like our story? Did you enjoy it? If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Meanwhile, Tim has reached the final race against Disgust. Yes, the very same character from Inside Out 2.
Guys, let's wish Tim good luck. I'm sure he can do it and finish first.
Guys, isn't this a bit too dangerous? Maybe we shouldn't go so fast. I think we can overtake her anyway, but let's not rush too much.
Anxiety, don't worry. Tim has everything under control, but this version of Disgust looks awful. Really awful. I'm not like her, right? We're completely different. I'm not as disgusting as she is.
Tim, please hurry. We're so close to overtaking her. I believe in you. You can do it. Just keep going and don't be afraid. Come on, Tim.
Hooray! We overtook her. But please, Tim, be careful. I worry about you a lot. There's no need to risk your life for a race victory. You're the most important thing to us. Be careful.
Tim, come on, beat her. You have to win at any cost. I believe in you. There's so much at stake. Go, Tim, go. Only forward.
Just a little bit more. Yes! I can see the finish line.
Yes, Tim, great job. You beat the opponent. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.